and fire up a nice bowl of pollen burst with some Cheerios in it. This sounds awesome. How we all doing? It's the Hair on Fire call. It's Tom Chenault, and I do hope you are having a hair on fire morning. I hope you have got it going. I hope you are up and at 'em. Denise, go ahead and mute the lines. Okay, they're muted because I was the moderator this morning because I got up so doggone early. I just went in and patched in. So you guys are all live. Denise didn't even have to do it. Didn't even have to have me mess it up or anything like that. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. How's that grab you for starting right out of the gate? Ability is what you're capable of doing. Every one of you can do it. Motivation determines what you do. Are you motivated? And attitude determines how well you do it. I don't care how you get up and get going in the morning. You can fire up that bottle of pollen burst, throw it in the old microwave, put some hot chocolate in it. Do whatever you want if that's going to get you up and get you moving. So that's unbelievably good news that little Brandy is up and firing up the pollen burst. And actually, I've tried that before, and it's delicious. As to methods, there may be a million and then somes, but principles are few. The man who grasps principles can successfully select his methods. The man who tries methods, ignoring principles, is sure to have trouble. Think about that. If you're running around nelly-willy and you don't have any idea what your principles are, and you're trying all this and you're trying all this stuff, I'll guarantee you you're never going to make it. But if you've got your principles down pat, and you know why you're doing this, and you know what you're in the game for, it's going to work out. You're going to be putting all those methods, and they're going to go in this funnel, and at the end of the funnel, you're going to be on our system. I promise you that. Because this business, basically, there is so much noise out there, but it basically boils down to this. Unbelievable company, unbelievable comp plan, unbelievable products, and a system. How do you do it? The coffee shop interview. What do? You get related to people and you find out what they want, and then you show them how to get it over and over and over again. I was with some extraordinary people last night, and I'm going to tell you something. There is nobody in this industry, on this planet, that I don't think we can help if they want to help themselves. That's why I opened up with that motivation quote. There is nothing you can't accomplish. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. Are you willing to do it? Are you up to the task? If you are, you can do this business. I promise you that. Plug in with your upline. Do that extraordinary thing today. I've told you a million times. Go to my website. Go to the part that says Books Tom Likes. Go buy Mr. Schmooze. Go buy The Power of Who. Go get the Go Bob Chris books. Okay. Oh, Tom, I'm going to spend $100. Yes, you are. You're going to spend $100. Do I get one penny of that $100? No. What will you get out of that $100 investment? You're going to get your life. You're going to get the template on how to do this business. You're going to get the template on why it's so important to have a guy like Greg Arnold, somebody that came all the way from Panama, and you're in the foxhole with them. You're going to have someone like an Earlene Downey, somebody like a Ken Smith, somebody like a Christie, somebody like an AJ, somebody like, I'm just going through people that you jump in the foxhole with, and you say, we are going to take the mountain, and I am going to make you a diamond. I'm going to be a diamond with you. We are going to do this together. Because the second that you sense that somebody is in the foxhole with you, you're going to start performing at a different level. It's just that simple, because you're not alone anymore. You're not this person whistling in the dark, because the water is going to get deep. You're going to be talking to your next door neighbor, and they're going to tell you that this is a pyramid scheme, and you're going to get knocked off your game. If you've got a buddy or you got a partner, you've got a Dan Sutherland in your life, somebody that just looks you straight in the eye and says, no, it's not true. Remember that your dream is bigger than their cynicism. That's all that happens. It's different, it's better, and it works. And every one of you can have the life that you want, the life that you deserve. If you think that that job that you've got is security, you're crazy. I'll guarantee you it's not. However that job is great, I'll guarantee you that it can go away at any time. And when you've got something underneath it, a residual income, or another stream of income. You're sleeping when the wind blows. And does that happen automatically? No. I'm going to tell you, I had a guy come in here a couple of days ago. He said, $10,000 doesn't look like success to me. I said, really? How old are you? He said, I'm 53. I said, have you ever made $10,000 a month in your life? No. Have you got, what kind of education do you have? I've got a master's degree. I said, how much money do you make? He says, I've been working at this job and I'm right at $6,300 a month. I said, okay, you've been working for over 25 years with a master's degree and you've got yourself up to $6,300 a month. Yet you're telling me that working 15 hours a week for 2 years and making $10,000 doesn't look like success to you. What's wrong with this picture? I'm telling you what, you guys, if you could make $10,000 a month, if I could sit you down right now and run that next to your job and say, hey, look, in 15 hours a week, you could make $10,000 a month after 2 years. But you're going to have to spend $100 on these books. You're going to have to read them. You're going to have to participate in these conference calls. You're going to have to play the game at a bigger level. You're going to have to get trained and developed to do this. But at the end of the rainbow, you're going to make 10 grand a month. And after that, you've tried for 30 years with a master's degree to make $6,300 a month. How can you not think that's a huge success? But you know what? That's okay with me. They can't see it. They can't see it. But I'll tell you, on this call, you should. So what's it going to take? It's not going to be the fairy godfather that's going to tap you on the head and say, okay, you're making 10 grand. You've got to learn this thing. You've got to learn it to be able to teach it. And to do that, you've got to plug in with the same people I talked about earlier. You've got to plug in with a Greg Arnold or an Earlene Downey. Your upline coach that's doing what we're doing. Plug in with a Steve Wallach. If you don't believe me about all this rhetoric that I'm telling you every day about this, call Steve Wallach, 1-800-982-3189. And talk to him and say, Steve, you've been in network marketing a long time. You've made $75,000 a month. And what he tells you, I happen to believe that he's going to tell you that you've got to stick with that system. But I don't know. You should call him, because every one of you guys go that extra mile to reach inside and say, I can have the life that I want. But I need to do what it takes to get there. This is easy and it's hard. It's fun and it's horrible. It's all the same things that life is. It's the same stuff. We grow great by dreams. All men are dreamers. That came from Woodrow Wilson. This wasn't invented in multi-level marketing. Woodrow Wilson said that. Luck is a dividend of sweat. The more you sweat, the luckier you get. Think about that one. That's Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. The first step to getting the things you want out of this life is decide what you want. That's Ben Stein. I'm telling you, those are quotes that you can use every day and that you need to use every day. You've got to realize that great men are measured by their challenges, not by their successes. So I'm going to tell you something. Get out there and overcome whatever's stopping you today. Overcome whatever little thing is in your way to having greatness. And do it right now. Don't wait for the end of the day. Do it right now. Believe you can be bigger than 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 big. And you can be that. And if you start deciding you're going to be smaller than smaller than smaller than small, you're going to be that too. So do I need to go back through that bigger than 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 big thing again? No, I don't. Because you already know that's what you want to be. Be it today. Write down that big dream and say, I'm going to get this for you, honey. I'm going to get you whatever it is you want out of your life. I'm going to get us whatever it is out of our life. You've got to think from there. Because if you aren't thinking about your goals like that, I'll guarantee you nobody's thinking about that for you. I love all of you. Let's have some fun today. Let's put the pedal to the metal, step on the gas pedal, and get going. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can unmute you now. What'd you think of that, Katie? The poor buzz manager decided to come in early this morning. Come in here and say hi to everybody. Katie, look in the TV. You guys, this is Katie Gebhardt Whitson. She runs the coffee shop. The poor girl decided to come in early and do some faxes, and she had to listen to that whole call. She's going to go home and do push-ups and all kinds of stuff, aren't you?
You got that right.
I love you, Katie. Yep, the poor girl's going, what the hell? I'm never coming in this early again.